Norman said they paid $20
Secretary of Defense when I was in Vietnam. It wasn't that deep, I was coming.
Okay, Jonathan, you had something on events?
Yeah, we'd first of all, I want to commend Beth because she's been actively involved in trying to get resolution for each one of these things every time, and it seems to always there seems to be always something that comes up shortly there before, and so we're always kind of diligently, like at 12th hour, trying to figure out answers to questions. So tonight, I brought with me Carol Staub. She's kind of in charge of special events, and does kind of, can I say loss control?
Yeah, I'm a risk control representative.
Risk control. All right, and specifically, special events is
I do the special event reviews for all of our accounts in Indiana, so that's part of what I do.
There you go.
Also doing, risk profiles and recommendations to our accounts.
So this is our opportunity, and she and Beth have already got together a little bit, and so basically wanted to get her in front of you guys, thank you, and she agreed to come, obviously, and maybe have her shed some light, some preemptive, like what do we need to do consistently, and maybe field some basic questions about our special events, everything from something as big as the Old Settlers all the way down to the Pumpkin Festival and the Sidewalk Chalk event, because once again, it seems like Beth's trying really hard to address these issues, but it's always coming up late, and it's like, and everyone's new and different.
You know what?
It's just not easy. So
You know what scared me so much during the Pumpkin Festival? I built the stage. That scared me.
hold on a second.
I didn't know that. Oh, good grief.
It was only that high.
So she actually put together some stuff, and I don't know how much of that she's communicated with Beth already. Probably most of it verbiage, if not in writing.
But I thought I put together a little packet for everybody. This is just kind of some resource material, really, and it also kind of outlines what for insurance purposes what we consider a real special event. That we want to maybe review. And you work with John and to complete our special event applications that they send in, that they send to us. They're forwarded to me, and I will do a review. When I finish the review, I send it back to John, and then John can say, and these are suggestions, and these are kind of, and I think you're on the right track with the Old Settlers Festival, that they have they are a committee. They have their own insurance policy. The town should be listed as an additional insured on that policy for the event. And I also, in years past, I'm familiar with the Old Settlers because I've done special event reviews. And even if you all are not the sponsor of the event, we will also do a review, because there are times, say if you were having a carnival or inflatables, that we recommend that you get a certificate of insurance from that vendor and have the town listed as an additional insured on that policy.
Outstanding.
And these are this will just flow through Tom. Also, if you're especially a parade with motorized vehicles, to have a registration form that also has a hold harmless agreement, and waiver language. And here, these are samples. I have samples for you all.
Like
And samples. And always to be reviewed by your attorney before implementation.
But you're right.
Yeah, I had that.
And we've all ridden in parades, and none of us ever had anything.
I had on there parades. We also have these Santa visits. We kind of participate in that.
Some of these things are fun until you get into the legalities of it.
Well, and a lot of times, like I always try and say, now we don't need to know about every little, like a real low hazard event, like a quilt show in the park. But when you get into carnivals, petting zoos, stages, inflatables. And I've included in here, suggestions for, inflatable policies and risk reviews for the use of inflatables. I've also included on the outdoor stage and everything, that's coming, as you all know, from the state of Indiana after, after our terrible accident at the state fair several years ago.
We have sporadic events like celebrations after a sectional win or something like that. A little tiny parade through town or,
Well, I mean, we're talking about motorized vehicles with floats or kids hopefully not hanging on trucks. And even, like a lot of, some of our larger accounts will have horses, like they'll have some shrine horse patrols and things like that. And where, some things that could be more hazardous. And, but we just have set some guidelines and this is just informational material. I've also included our special events application. And one of the most important things on that application is they'll put the contact person and their phone number. So if I have any questions, I call that, then the person who know about the event or could answer any questions. It's pretty simple. It's, the things that you do need to watch out for are, like the amusement rides, the carnivals, the inflatables. That's become really more prevalent. People think, well, I can just, carnivals are kind of risky and they're expensive, so we'll just have inflatables. Well, there have been some not very pleasant accidents with
Get
inflatables.
this one, guys. Candy should never be thrown into a crowd.
It's been incident.
Here you go. You want this one?
Yeah, thank you.
Here.